Hey, what's going on, good people? Welcome to Russ Can Fly. It's shocking! Fly! Okay, you guys, I'm just like beyond excited. Now, the weather isn't that great. It's actually beginning to drizzle. You're probably gonna hear me ramble like really quickly. Their ceilings are kind of high. I'm hoping it's at least like maybe 6,000 or 7,000 feet. I don't know, I have to look at the METAR and see. But believe it or not, the grounding may be coming to an end. I know I'm tripping, but the thought of flying again is just way too exciting. So check it out. I just got an email from my flight school and a text message from my CFI. Now, basically, I had scheduled all my flights, in advance, and I have all my flights on the schedule, and they just kept getting canceled one after another. So as they would get canceled, I would do another series. Those would get canceled, and so on and so forth. So I have flights on the schedule, fully expecting them to get canceled, but I just got this text message. I might fly today, like even though the weather's not that great. So that's what's kind of iffy because the weather's not that great, but the flight school has decided to open. I have to wear a face covering and all that kind of stuff. But bottom line is I'm on my way to the airport. It might still be canceled, but the idea that within a couple days, depending on the weather, I'm gonna be flying again, that's great. So anyway, let's get the heck out of here. Let's get to the airport. I wanna see if I'm gonna fly. I can't believe it. I wanna fly, baby. Let's fly. I'm gonna fly. Oh, and before I forget, I gotta give my subscriber shout out because, I'm all excited. So I don't ever want to forget my subscriber shout out because you guys are just too important. So want to give a subscriber shout out to my newest subscriber, Adams Aviation. Adams Aviation, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I saw you reach out. For some reason, I'm having a hard time responding to your comments, so that's why I went on your YouTube page and made a comment there. But Adams Aviation, thank you for subscribing to the channel. It's you that I do what I do, and I thank you for appreciating and showing your appreciation by subscribing to the channel. Okay, now, let's get the heck out of here. I can't take it.
It ain't really nothing to survive us. Natural born hustlers and survivors.
Shout to my hustlers that don't take no for an answer and that keep on pushing. I'm talking looking through the sofa, underneath the couch, moving all the cushions. Well, one door closed, another pops open. Tried to take my bag, you can't, bish. I'm a household name, I know you hear it, sis. It's a marathon, not a race, fish. In the long haul, it's called endurance, sis. I'm a survivor, I don't give a quit. Even kidnap myself, I'll help you look, bish. You know where to find me, at the top, sis.
Running high on the E-way, they tried to stop my wave, but I came right back on it. Flying high on the airwaves, they tried to stop my bag, but I made more racks on it. Turning tables like a DJ, they tried to put me to shame, so I had to flip the game on it. It ain't really nothing to survive.
So do you remember that commercial? I forget what it is, but my man is in like these fishing waders, and he's like got a fishing rod, and it's like, oh, you almost had it. You gotta be quicker than that. Man, if I don't feel like I'm the person, like I think it's like $1 or something like that, insurance or something like that, I definitely feel like that. Oh yeah, so by the way, I'm at the airport, and as you can imagine, and as you can see, and I'm sure you saw windshield wipers, I'm not flying, and under normal circumstances, I'd be all freaked out and bugging and mad and all that kind of stuff. But the thought that there was even a potential that I was going to fly is amazing to me. So I am not going to complain. Now, somebody out here is flying one of our training airplanes because I saw it. I forget the numbers. It's like 33 kilo or 331 kilo or something like that. So I'm going to see if I can show you. I don't know if you're going to be able to see. But see up there, that's somebody flying today. And so my CFI was gonna have me fly, but the problem is, if you can see, the sky is kind of gray. Now, the deal is for me to be able to fly today, I would have to been really cognizant about the ceiling. So when you talk about the ceiling, just think about it just in terms of a room. Same thing. You know, how far it is from the floor, the ground, or the runway to the ceiling. Now, the ceiling in this case is, instead of what's over your head in a room, it's the cloud layer. And so today it's overcast, and I haven't checked the weather lately, but I think the ceiling is at 2,500 feet above ground level, or what they say AGL. So we're about 300, 400 feet here, I think. I think is Wingsfield, above sea level. And so you have even less until you get up into the clouds. And so why is that a problem? Well, I am not instrument rated, number one, and so I can't fly into clouds. Number two, now I don't think, I forget what airspace we're in here at Wingsfield. If you're a pilot and you've ever flown in the Wingsfield or whatever, you know, actually I'll check the book, but before I do that, if there's a, you know, if you know what the airspace is around the field here, definitely send something down in the comments. But there's all kinds of characteristics. If you're in G, there's certain things, and I think that's what this is. This actually might be E. But suffice it to say, in order to fly here, there's certain distances you have to have in terms of being above, below, and parallel to clouds. And so I think if I'm VFR, I would probably break that in terms of the height, because when we fly here in the pattern at Wingsfield, you have to be, we're usually like 1,500 feet above ground level to account for the 300 to 400. So normally pattern altitude around the airport is 1,500. So you don't want to fly in that, because that's what you're flying when you're, you know, basically coming and landing or taking off when you're in the pattern. But the other thing I have to be cognizant of is there's Bravo airspace. That's big time. That's like Philadelphia International Airport. I break Bravo, that's not a good day. I'm gonna have a real bad day, probably get a phone call. And it's in that Class E area, or that Class E airspace, where certain clear clouds requirements kick in. So the other reason, in addition to all of that, you know, kind of complex airspace and requirement stuff, is I haven't flown in 2 months pretty much. And so I really need to kind of get the feel of, you know, throttle and rudder input and all that kind of stuff. So to start off on a day like this, I agreed with my CFI. I wouldn't have been comfortable. I mean, I was excited, you know, I mean, the prospect of getting back in the cockpit so soon after all of these videos about being grounded and having an opportunity to fly again, definitely excited. But, you know, the one thing about flying is you have to be smart. You have to, you know, understand, you know, what's at stake, how to be safe, all of that kind of stuff. And so, as excited as I am to get back in the cockpit, get back on track in terms of actually getting my license, you know, definitely excited, but I don't want to be stupid. So that's why I didn't have any problem with my CFI basically saying to me, yeah, dude, not today. I was definitely cool with that. And so, yeah, so there's the training airplane going by, 5133 kilo. So actually, when I go back, that's gonna be one of the planes that I'll be flying. And I'll be flying it pretty much all the time. So yeah, it's just funny to come out here and see it flying. So that's the deal. You know, no flying today. Unfortunately, you know, the weather's not cooperating. But here's the thing. You know, I am so excited that, you know, it looks like I'm gonna be flying pretty soon, and that is just so awesome. So say it ain't so, you know. I'm actually flying again. So on the back end of this video, I just wanted to send a shout out, prayers and condolences to the family of Brother Ahmad. And, you know, here's the thing. I'm really hoping, folks, that we can get to a point where we really stand firm against all of these types of injustices. The idea of wanting to hunt down and kill anybody should be absolutely reprehensible to all of us, regardless of your political leanings or how you feel about, you know, administrations and all of that kind of stuff. You can have all of that, but I am going to go on record as saying that what happened to that brother was wrong. Under no circumstances should that brother have met with his fate like that. We're not put here on the planet to kill one another. I mean, come on. I don't want to get, you know, so deep and philosophical, but I'm trying to not allow my anger get a hold of me, because I got to tell you, when I see this happen, I get extremely angry. I get angry at the fact that there are people that think that they have a right to hunt down and kill anybody. I get angry because people feel they have the right to police another group of people. I get angry because people will see me, not know me, and assume a certain level of criminality about me. But then I have to remember that anger does nothing. It does nothing. What does it do? It just drains my energy. It probably shortens my life, and it makes me probably interact with people in a foul way. So I want to get past the anger, and I want to get to what are we going to do? And so this aviation journey is part of my what am I going to do? I'm going to continue to strive to be an excellent pilot so I can strive to be an excellent ambassador, a person of color for aviation, to continue to, you know, bring out the historical people and facts that weren't taught in our schools so that people can understand that this thing we call the aviation community belongs to everyone, and not just a select few, and not just the people who are well resourced. And so that's what I'm going to do. That's my little carve out in terms of going into a school, looking at a little black young female and saying, hey, did you know that one of the premier jet formation flying organizations has an amazing black female pilot in it? And I want her to be able to see that picture, see that face, and know that if she so chooses, she can do that too. That's what I'm gonna do. So what are you gonna do? Forget the anger. You know, that's not gonna do anything for us. Let's just decide that we are just gonna be a better society. And each of us are going to put ourselves on an assignment to do something different, to move this ball forward, and to just say enough is enough, you know? So, I thank you for, I didn't mean to go there, but I could not end this video without talking about that brother and what happened, because that brother is me. I am no different. The only difference between me and that brother is I wasn't there, he was. So let's do something different. Let's do something different. Let's be better. Let's be better. So thank you for following me. Hopefully over the next couple days or weeks, I'll be back in the cockpit and you won't just have to listen to me blather on. All right? Thank you so much. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. I would definitely appreciate it. And for all of those who have subscribed, hit the like button and the thumbs up, and have sent comments, I really appreciate the support. Thank you so much. All right, Russ Kid, gotta get out of here. Since I can't fly, now I'll go to the supermarket. And yes, I got my mask. I'm ready. Oh, I had to talk with that thing. All right, I'm out. Peace.